6. 6. Looking at question 6. Staring at question 6. Started with this much money. Must be PV. Got an interest rate. Per annum. That's my interest rate, but like here. Keyword, compounded monthly. Previous question. Okay. Compounded annually. That must mean something. Triggers in my head. 2.5 years. Anyway, future value is definitely what we're looking for. Okay. Off to my formula sheet. Thinking compounded monthly. What does that mean? Bang. Okay, so we're going to use the calculator for the second time, but first up, is it a formula that worked for us? Compounding. Okay. Let me just change my formula sheet. Alright. Okay. Here we have, down here, quarterly, monthly, K, fortnightly. Alright. So we're looking at this formula. Boom. Okay. Do I need to copy all of this? Why not? And remember, the interest is the total amount is interest amount is future value, take the starting value. That should also be saved on my formula sheet. Just while I'm fixing this up for everyone. Back to the question. Hopefully I've got everything I need. Question 6. It's got multiple parts. It's got multiple parts. There's more questions happening. Looking at my problem. Okay, in this question, the future value is question mark. Find the future value of his investment. Question mark. Boom. The present value is 799.90. I've dealt with this piece. This is PV. Done. 6.57. 6.75, I believe, is the number I just said. Compounded monthly for 2.5 years. Okay. So how many years? 2.5. Compounding per year, monthly is 12. So I've just dealt with that, and I've just dealt with that. Circle the bits that you're going to use. Oh, monthly equals 12. Here we go, ready to go. There's the number. Obviously I'll do it once, then I'll do it on the calculator. 7,990. 1 plus I divided by K. Oh, fair enough. 0.0675 divided by 12. So 2.5 times by 12. So this is what I'm going to put into the calculator. It's just before they do that, people remember that we're using these formulas. We put the percents in as decimals. I'll make that clear there. Okay, so off to the calculator. I'm just going to make some space underneath here. So 2 marks for generating the right rule. You know, if you manage to get most of these identified, you'll be getting 1 of the marks. Let's come along here. So this is the normal part of the calculator, the run section of the calculator, to use the maths equation. 7,990 times bracket 1 plus 0.0675. Only this first bit gets divided by 12, so make sure you put that plus in there, to the power. So I could do 2.5 on the calculator, or I could do it in my head and get me 2.5 years is 24, 30 months. Hopefully that's 30. All right. 2.5 years is 30 months. Answer. First of all, did it go up? Did it get bigger? You need to do these checks along the way. Yes, it did get bigger. Right. So What did the calculator tell me? 954 and 30 cents. Okay. 94, Barry can't remember a number, 54.28. Rounding up, rounding down, 0.28. 9454.28. Okay, that's the dollars. We agreed that this is what that number's turned into. I'll do that on the graphics calculator now. Okay, let me go get my list of numbers. Anytime you use the graphics calculator, you should put it's time, value, money, or finance is the label. Here's what we're going to do for this question. It is important that n is 2.5 times 12. I is written as 6.75. Can't quite get. Perhaps if I. Okay. PV. There are no payments. No regular payments in this question. 0. No, PV is the starting amount. 7,990. There are no payments in this question. Future value is what I'm looking for. Right, P/Y and C/Y. Monthly means they are 12. Right, finance on a calculator. How do we get there? It's menu. Go across to finance on the older calculators that would be called time, value, money. This is a compound interest problem. Okay, and 2.5 times 12. Interest is 6.75. Enter. PV is, puts an investment, so minus 7,990. Payment is equal to 0. Well, type 0. No payments. Future value is a question mark, so I'm going to write a 0 there because I'm looking for it. Now, P/Y, monthly. This has to be 12. Generally, they change both at the same time, but make sure they're both 12. Copy my screen. How do you undo? Control Z. Right, copy screen. Slight pause. Copy. See, that's what happens. You do something 3 times. Right, it needs to be copy in the middle of the screen. Then we go back to the calculator. Which one of these were we looking for? We are looking for future value. That's what we're looking for. So press the button underneath, future value, and we get it. Oh, that's always helpful. Always helpful. After that little magic trick. So, we have put this much money around, which is almost $8,000, and turn it into $9,500, almost, over 2.5 years. Okay, compounded quite nicely. First part is done. This question's got multiple sections. Okay, so multiple sections. The second section. Okay, so this is almost a word question. So I could do the same thing on a calculator, which I will do, but the idea is if it compounds less often, the interest will be less. if it compounds less often, the interest would be less. Most people remember, if it compounds more, the interest will be higher. If it compounds more often. In this question, the fortnightly compound, the monthly compound will have a bigger interest than the quarterly compound. Okay, so the answer to this actual question, which I'll put in purple, is the monthly compound will make higher interest. Because I do need to answer that question. So higher interest, and Sylvester will earn more. Oh, just for fun. And Sylvester will earn more. Full stop. No hands. I'm going to prove this on the calculator. So the major difference is that this step here, okay, will be, thank you, that's not what we copied. This step here will be 2.5 times by 4. This will be 4. Quarterly, this will be 4. Let's go see what numbers this makes. Okay, on the calculator. So we're going to go back here, exit to go back on the calculator, F2 for compound. So this is going to be 2.5 times 4. The interest is the same. The starting value is the same. This is what I'm looking for, future value. And the core issue is that quarterly, this will be 4 and compound will be 4. Notice this is 10, not 30 this time. Capture. Alright, bring back down. It should be that this will be less. Future value. Okay. 9445 is a little bit less than 9454. Not a big difference because it's a pretty short timeline, only 2.5 years. Okay. Thus endeth question 6. Question 6 is done, dude. Question 6 is done, dude.